Hi, this is Tony, and today I'm going to do the demo of the final project of Team 29. So the breakdown of our group for this final project is I take over the integration of the front end, the back end, which use the Play framework in Aponov, and Alex does the Waker data analysis, and Qing do the database modeling and the schema design, and Zhang Shujie focus on the business logic to further integrate with the database and to fulfill the requirement of the final project requirement on the business logic part. So as you can, so firstly, I will just show you the design. I mean the directory breakdown. So I have the app folder, the config folder, library folder, and the project folder. Yeah, that's it. So the most important part is the app. So the app contains three parts: the controllers, models, and views. The models is the business logic. So basically, this is the whole thing. Shujie gave it to me. So I focus on the controllers and views and the tool setup. So in here, which we can see, this one is the the dependencies. And for this project, we have two other dependencies, which is the MySQL connected Java jar and the Weka jar file, which I put into the library folder as shown here. So this is how Play framework find the third-party dependencies, which is not on the Maven. So the controller parts is to handling the front-end request and delegate to the models, which is the business logic. So the views is just the templates of the front end. I break down into three different pages, which is admin, instructor, and students. So let's get started. So let's start. Let's start from here. In this project, I used the SBT should be good. I use the SBT to compile. So firstly, go to the front page. So the front page shows it's redirects to the admin. So admin will do the initialization. So what does initialization means? It will do the init mode and do actions. So basically, goes through the CSV file to initialize the data, and also it's saved into the database. So let me go through the multiple pages. So we can see a demo. So this demo shows the Weka analysis based on the init mode data. And then we can get all the students, which is inside the students page. So this is all the students we have. Of course, we have the ability to show all the instructor here, which is good. And then we need to have the function to enable to add more students. To add more students, I use the another URL. So this is handled by the administrator. And I pass in the student ID, for example, student name, home address, and phone number. And then I will redirect to the students list to show the previous action is correct. As you can see, it is here. And this is already in the database. So, for example, if you want to look at the reports of these students that we just added, then we just give the students. Okay, this is student 4, his report. So we can look at someone else, which is more interesting. For example, 15. See, so we can see the student's course ID and course name and his grade, and then we can see the previous added new students report, which should be nothing because he hasn't taken any classes yet. So in order to make him to register into a class, I will do this. This is handled by the administrator. So I give the course number, so student ID, which is 999. No. For example, we want to use 15, right? So 15, student ID, course ID. Course ID is maybe 2, and then have NA. So this is already done. And we can do student 15 reports. So there's, let me see. So this one has a little bug. And we can, again, check the instructor. So for example, instructor 2, we give him instructor 2, course number 5, and then 100. Boom. Okay. So this one, I just added another course, which is successful. Okay, I can also, okay, the student is already at. Yeah, so basically that's the function which I use URL as a interface, the user interface, to very fastly to integrate the front end and back end. So the next step is to add more button-oriented or form-oriented, so you don't need to type in over here, but you can select from the form. But in terms of proof of concepts, this one has proved that the front end and back end are fully integrated, and the back end is successfully interact with the weaker end database to be persistent. For example, if I close this one and then open again, the data is there. And we can see student list. For example, I add students. Add instructor. Address, home, phone, okay. Admin, okay. Okay. The new instructor is here, so I turn off and then turn on. Okay, great. Which means the database is there, it's working. So for example, if yeah, that's pretty much I want to present. Thank you very much.